What's up, everybody? Here's another video for you guys in Nomad Sculpt. We are going over my 3 favorite brushes, let's say 4, inside Nomad Sculpt. And in general, these are brushes that I use in any sculpting application. They pretty much have these 3 in some way, some form. But if you guys want to see any more content like this, please like and subscribe and turn on that bell notification so you guys are notified when I put out a new video. So anyways, the first brush we are talking about is the Move brush. Now this one is pretty much the first brush you guys should be using when you're playing with forms or shape or anything. It helps you find the forms or shape you're looking for. It's great because you have a lot of control when you're pushing and pulling. The adjustments are more controlled. There is another brush in here, which is, I believe it's called Pull, or in ZBrush, it's like Snake Hook. For most of your minute adjustments and you're figuring out shapes and form, Move is probably going to be your best friend. As well as when you get further into your sculpts, Move is great for small adjustments to any of your sculpts. So say your jaw's too big or too small, you can slightly adjust it even though you have sculpted, a bunch of detail in there already. So it allows you to make minor adjustments when needed, or just to start out your sculpts and really shape out all those forms. You can even use it for horns or ears, things like that. I would also use Pull in Nomad Sculpt for horns, for anything longer than something short like I have on the screen. But again, I'll cover Pull in a different video. But yeah, Move is pretty much the first brush I start with to kind of build out some shapes when I'm building out pretty much anything. I mean, right now we're sculpting a head, but pretty much you can use it on an arm, a body, a head, feet, fingers, whatever. Now we have clay and smooth brush. These brushes come after the Move brush in my sculpting process for any piece that I'm doing. The clay brush is great for quickly blocking out in landmarks. Like right now I'm doing the brows, cheekbones, things like that, even eyeball shapes or eyelid shapes, just to get a rough block in. And I use it later for details that I need, building out wrinkles, making them. It's a really useful brush. There's a lot more that I can explain about it, but we don't have super long in this video to talk about them. But when I make other tutorials, we'll go more in depth on how you can use them. I do cover a little bit more in the video on other uses for the clay brush, but overall it's a very versatile brush. You can use it for many use cases, and I use this to build out a bunch of anatomy, hair, everything. It's a very, very versatile brush, and kind of gives you that nice like clay sculpting look, in my opinion. As for the smooth brush, we use it for softening up details and forms. So if you kind of sculpt in really rough and quickly, and it looks really messy, you can take the smooth brush and soften things out, or you can keep certain blemishes here and there and just soften certain ones that you want. It gives you a lot of control and kind of building your own style when you're sculpting with these 2 brushes. I also use it to kind of chisel and flatten out forms. Nothing too drastic, but very subtle. So sometimes I use it for, on the skull, I use it to chisel in the temple on the side of the head. Sometimes the jawline, if it's too wide or it's too rounded, I'll try to smooth it out and just flatten out and make a chisel jawline with it. Yeah, smooth is great for any fine-tuning detail work or taking out any bumps or blemishes that you may not want inside of your model or sculpt. Like I said, clay is great for building out anatomy earlier, and I'm just quickly sculpting a little torso on the back of this head to show you guys. But when you guys study muscle structure and muscle fibers and tendons and all that stuff, clay brush is great for laying out the direction of those muscle fibers. So if you're making an escargot model or just trying to build muscle fibers underneath skin, it's great to start off with the clay brush because you're allowed to see those striations with the brush strokes that the clay brush leaves for you. So now the last brush that we're going to be talking about is the standard brush, or in this case brush with a modifier on it. I basically treat this, for those of you who have used ZBrush before, is like damn standard. So it's a very sharp brush that you can fine tune and create a lot of details with. You can, you know, sharpen lips, you can create creases, you can make wrinkles, you can make eyelids. Like, this is probably my main detailing brush. I know there's other brushes or other tools that I can probably use, but you know, like stamping or using alphas, but that's a little bit more advanced. I tend to like to be a little bit slower in my sculpting process because I want to practice more being able to recreate things that I see by hand instead of using any shortcuts. And I think for a lot of beginners, that's what you guys should be doing, is don't rely on too many tools at first. Start off with just the basics to allow yourself to remember how things look and how to create them. So let me know if you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any questions or comments about it, or you want me to go a little bit more in depth or show specifics. I tried to just sculpt a quick little head right here for you guys, just so you can see me using specifically those 4 brushes and how I utilize them and apply them. But yeah, if you have any comments, questions, please leave them in the comment section below. Again, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and please leave a like. It does help the channel. In 2021, I am going to be trying to do a lot more content. Thanks to you guys, I'll be allowed to put more time and effort into the YouTube channel like I want to, and give you guys more great content for you guys to learn and achieve your artistic goals in this upcoming year. So anyways, thank you guys, and wherever you're at, whenever you're at, I hope you're having a wonderful day, wonderful evening, and I wish you guys a wonderful 2021. Peace.